What's up, this is Squad 24 for today with a following 2270 mod review. Today we'll be taking a look at a Mercedes semi-truck, a few hook trucks, a excavator, and a crane. Up first we'll be taking a look at their Mercedes G65 AMG. This is color changeable and there's a few different wheel options for you guys can see. It does have Mercedes wheels. It is a V12 bi-turbo, which is a very large engine. It does have the spare tire on the back, a hitch, and you guys can see a lot of detail was put into this all around, which is pretty cool. Once you hop on the inside, it goes 101 miles per hour. I really do like those C lights. Those are pretty cool. It does have reverse lights, brake lights, everything like that works. And you guys can see overall one nice looking vehicle. On the front, you guys can see it does have extra lights, and that looks pretty cool. Now on the inside, very nicely done. Working steering wheel, working gauges, and working mirrors. One of the most detailed inside views I've seen in a while, and it is a Mercedes-Benz, so it's awesome. I'm very excited to probably drive this to shops because it's going to be a great daily driver for us. We'll be taking this for a spin. Handling is really good. The turning is on point. You guys can see it turns really well, and it's overall one very nice, expensive looking vehicle. Up next, we'll be taking a look at the Comma 3 cab over semi-truck. This does come in a pack with a few other vehicles with different beds, like a few different dump trucks and a hook truck, but today we'll be taking a look at the semi-truck version. You guys can see it has a pretty nice rustic look. Do like the wheels, pretty good ground clearance all around, and you guys can see the front bumper is pretty slim, which is pretty cool. Gas tank on this side, very nice framework, and it also does have a hitch in the back, which you do have to add, and this is also color changeable. So once you hop on the inside, working turn signals, brake lights, and no reverse lights are on the vehicle, but you guys can see up front it does have all the working lights, which is pretty cool, and then it has lights up above, which is also a pretty cool feature. Now on the inside view, it does have working mirrors, working steering wheel, and working gauges, and a very nicely done inside view for a truck of this age. So we'll be taking this for a spin, seeing how this handles, and it is a cab over, and it goes 53 miles per hour. Pretty realistic turning, no body roll, which is pretty nice, and it is actually a pretty fast truck, which is awesome. All the links are down below in the description. You guys can check them out for yourself. I do recommend all of the mods I do feature in the mod reviews, and I do also appreciate the modders for making awesome vehicles like all of the ones featured in today's mod review. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a hook truck. This does have twin steer. It has some pretty narrow tires on it, which are changeable in the store. It is color changeable, and you guys can see it does have the hook, which is pretty cool. I've been seeing a lot more hook trucks coming out lately, which is awesome. You guys can see it does have the bumper pull hitch down below. So we'll be hopping on the inside. This goes 50 miles per hour. All of the lights do work. When you do press X, the arm will work. Everything like that. Reverse lights, everything. Twin steer, which is perfect for turning radius, everything like that. You guys can see one very nice cab. Now on the inside view, working gauges, working steering wheel, and working mirrors. This is a pretty detailed inside view, which is pretty cool. So we'll be taking this for a spin, seeing how this handles, and the turning radius I can already see is pretty nice. There is a little bit of body roll, which is pretty realistic, but overall very nicely done. Up next, we'll be taking a look at another cab over. Now, I do have the off-road tires on this one. This thing looks like it's ready for work. Does have gas tanks on this side. Exhaust coming out right underneath the toolbox, which is interesting. It does have a hitch, and it does have the hook truck. Like I was saying, these are getting definitely pretty popular. So we'll be looking at the outside. It does have protection over the lights in the back, which is pretty helpful from replacing it. All the lights do work like that. In the back, has two beacon lights up top. Take a look at those, and all of those lights down below. That is pretty cool. Now on the inside view, it does have working gauges, working steering wheel, and working mirrors. You guys can see it even has a laptop, a few things like that, and a pretty small bed to sleep on, which is pretty cool. So we'll be taking this for a spin, seeing how this handles. And this one is not color changeable, but there is an option for that. And you guys can see up top, it does actually have a wind deflector to kind of help out with the gas mileage and wind flow and everything like that to kind of help out with the aerodynamics in general. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a brand new excavator. This is very nicely done. A lot of detail was put into it. Now you guys will be seeing how do you add this extra arm. We'll be going through that today, everything like that. But as you walk around, pretty realistic. We'll be using this in a lot of very cool videos, and it is very large. You guys can see we can walk underneath it without hitting our head, which is awesome. So you guys can see fire extinguishers, everything like that. And we'll hop on the inside, goes 5 miles per hour, pretty nice. We'll definitely check out the lights. Does not have any turn signals, does have work lights. Take a look at that, pretty realistic lighting also on it, which is awesome. Now on the inside view, it does have IC, so when you do use it, you want to hold down space button. You can open that. Now if you kind of come down here, you can put up the armrest, which is pretty cool. Over here you could do the shovel collision if you want that on, and I mean there's a magazine, walkie-talkie, radio, if you would say, so that's pretty cool. And then once we hop on the outside view, you guys can see there's a few different camera views also behind the seats. There's one in the back, there's one up here, and then you have the normal one. So we'll kind of come over here, and you guys can see the turning radius on this is pretty cool. So when you do want to excavate, you want to press X, it will raise the arm all the way up, and it's going to add some things onto it. So you guys can see it just added the bucket onto it. That is pretty cool. It's going to lower it down, add on these sides, and add on everything. I like that. So look at that, guys. We just transform this from transport mode to actual working mode. You guys can see that the bucket is very nicely done. A lot of detail was put into this excavator, and I'm very excited to use it. So take a look at that. It looks like you do enable you do have to do a few different things like that, so we'll definitely have to look at those. There's you could have a cab on its own so that it will float on a hydraulic air, which is pretty cool. And it looks like you do have to go transport mode, everything like that. So overall, this is one very nice excavator, and there is an American flag at the back of it, which is pretty cool. Next up, we'll be taking a look at our largest crane yet, which is a Caterpillar Cat, very large, and I'm very excited to take a look at this. So to get in it, you do have to kind of walk to the back section of it. You can't walk in to it from the front. So you guys can see that, look at all these turning wheels. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each side turning, kind of helping out with the turning radius, which is pretty cool. I think that this is a pretty good position for us. So when you do take a look at it, we'll first take a look at the lights. Does have turn signals, beacon lights, headlights. All the lights do work on this, which is pretty cool. So next up, we want to unfold this. We want to press X. It's going to bring out the stabilizers, everything like that. So I mean, take a look at this crane. That is giant. The crane does go 102 miles per hour, and it has a very nice body roll, everything like that. Really none, but it is perfect. So you guys can see, look at that crane, and then you use the mouse controls to raise it up, turn it around. In different camera views, you have the cab, working steering wheel, then you have this view here that kind of runs the crane and turns back and forth. And then that's pretty much it for them, but I mean, take a look at this. Now if you want to add extra weight, if you want to, you do keypad 7 and you add a lot of extra weight, making it so you can lift pretty much anything in farming sim. But I mean, take a look at this crane. It is just one giant crane. So we'll kind of slide it all the way up. We'll get out, and then we'll definitely take a look. Awesome, so we got it pretty much all the way up, and you guys can see it goes a pretty far distance up. Now the hook does come all the way down. I hope you guys enjoyed today's mod review. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.